Hey.
What's up, and welcome back to Life is Larry. Stop This Car. This is the panel edition. Today's show is Love Hurts But Cheeches. Love Hurts But Cheeches. We have me, LaPret, we have Kendra, and we have Dave, or as he likes to call himself.
Double.
Okay, right on.
Double.
Right on.
Hey, you didn't say it because you couldn't pronounce it.
I didn't want to pronounce it wrong.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't want to end up on Ye's list. All right, so Kendra.
I didn't think I had Harriet Tubman on this list though. Like, what the fuck?
I know, isn't that crazy?
What the fuck Harriet Tubman do to you?
That
dog?
is so crazy.
Wait,
That's so crazy.
What y'all? What?
Ye released a list of people that betrayed him.
Betrayed him.
And
Kanye
he
West
also had Northwest on there too.
This nigga, bro.
How did what?
Yeah, his daughter.
He had who on there?
His list. I mean, his daughter. And who else?
Harriet Tubman.
And Harriet Tubman, yeah. Like, it's crazy.
Why did Harriet Tubman end up on the list?
I don't know. I guess she actually freed some slaves. Maybe she left Ye back on the Overground Railroad. Who knows? All right. So today's prompt. In your opinion, what's the biggest thing making relationships harder today? Who wants to start us off with that one?
I'll start.
Okay. Well, right on.
It's gonna be interesting.
Let's get into it.
What?
I feel like, huh?
Nothing. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Oh, okay. Thanks. You're giving me the floor. Thank you.
Go ahead.
So shut up.
Are you giving out permission now?
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
So
Hello.
I feel like
Go ahead.
when you're in a relationship,
In my opinion, the biggest thing making doing this show hard is when someone won't shut up.
the person to the right, all the way to the right in the corner.
All right, go ahead.
All right, go ahead. We got it.
Okay, so I feel like when you're in a relationship, right? You've been in a why? Oh, I don't like that. You've been in a relationship, and then you tell your significant other that you finna call him back because you finna be in the house in a minute, right? And we all know how long a minute is, but then that minute goes from 1 minute to like an hour to 2 hours to 3 hours to 4 hours, and you don't communicate. You don't say nothing, right? But you know what's crazy? Earlier that day, you was like, I'm not going nowhere today. I'm gonna stay home, and then tonight I'm gonna make sure I stay on the phone with you. While tonight we're gonna be on the phone. So then you put that expectation in the person. You know what I'm saying? Because they're expecting this, they're excited for it, right? Because they don't talk to nobody else. You're the only person. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't do it, but then you get home at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you look forward to it, and then the person get home real late. We're not gonna say the time. We're gonna leave it out, because we don't want nobody getting their feelings. But then they get home late, and then everything is a joke because they fucked
No one here
up.
will be getting it in their feelings, but yeah, right.
But
So I'm hearing
when people, I feel like
is
I feel like it's communication and doing what you say you're gonna do.
Okay, so one of the biggest things, in your opinion, making relationships harder today is communication and sticking with what you say you were going to do. So sticking
and then when you make shit bad, just owning up to it, accepting it.
With which.
Yeah, and then when the shit hit the fan, just accept that you made the shit hit the fan. That's it.
Okay. Anything you want to add to that perspective, Dave, or do you have a perspective of your own as to what the biggest thing making relationships harder today could be?
Nah, I can agree with that because I'm the one who said lack of communication. That was my thing. So I can.
When did you say that? You said that in a conversation outside the show or something? Because how would we know that you have said that?
Yeah, lack of communication. Lack of communication.
So you agree?
Yeah, I agree. Lack of communication.
So healthy communication would be, hey, look, I'm going to call you back, But when I miss the opportunity, or when I miss the time that I set for you to expect for me to call you back, I'm going to instead hit you up and say, "Hey, I'm running a little bit behind, or I didn't forget about you, babe." Like, you know what I mean? Like, throw, you know what I'm saying? Put a little nugget out there to just,
Hey,
to
babe,
help.
I'm stepping out. I'm finna be
Yeah.
out all night. I just want to let you know that this is what I'm about to do. You know?
And that works if you have a brother too, right? If you have a brother
Hey,
who is
y'all not about to do this shit. Y'all not about to take up on. Hey, hold up, like y'all got me fucked up because I'm not about to dig y'all shit. I'm about to dig it all the way y'all shit. But nah, I agree though. I agree. I agree. Hey, lack of communication, man. So, sometimes sometimes shit happens. You get caught up with life be life. Especially when you live a lifestyle like.
But do you feel like when life for you, it can life for your significant other too?
yeah.
Yeah, it can, but it better not. That's the
See,
truth.
you see, that's another problem in relationships. I could do, but you can't. See, because I feel like
See,
how he gonna say
and when
life
we,
was life
But
is life and then but life can't life for the significant other. It can happen, but it better not happen. That's
if
crazy.
I care about you, if I'm invested in you, if I'm pouring into you, and when you, yes, when you're down, I can lift you up. But if I'm connected to you in a way that I'm connected to you, then I, in a way, can suffer too if you're suffering, right? And that's why another reason why communication is very important, right?
I feel like it's key because communication could clear up a lot of issues. On a serious note, it can. It could clear up a lot of issues, a lot of problems. It could save a lot of hurt feelings just by communicating with the person because it is important that I feel like, when you have a relationship, you're not gonna meet every goal or every time you say you're not gonna do it, but by communicating and letting the person know, like you said, I didn't forget you, my plans switched up, this is what's going on. It'll save a lot of drama in the end because the person might be disappointed, but they'll be like, okay, at least this person told me.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with that. All right, so let's go to our next prompt. I really hate thinking, okay, let me show less love. Let me not care so much in situations where I just want to be loving and vulnerable. I think that kind of links, right? That kind of piggybacks off of something that can be something that in anyone's opinion at any given time is what's making a relationship harder, right?
Hmm.
When you feel the impact of the lack of communication, when you feel life is lifing, wake up. When you feel that, it's time to open your eyes and be engaged, and and not lose sight of the bigger task here, which is to make sure that we know we're communicating, we are participating in the process of the relationship, right? So when you
Hmm.
feel when you feel like those things aren't being accomplished, you might get to the point where, you know what, let me show you less love, because I've been showing you the best of me. I've been giving you the love that I feel that you initially deserved, which was a good thing, right? I didn't show up and give you less of me. I showed up and gave you the best of me, right? And there's
And that
there's a
was my
lot
thing.
more. Say it
That was
again.
like in it was a situation that I had, like my last situation, my last marriage or whatever. That the vulnerable part. If I felt like I couldn't be vulnerable, and that's not a good thing. When you feel like you can't be vulnerable.
But you wanted to be loving and vulnerable, right?
Yeah, I wanted to, but I feel like I couldn't because every time I did, like I got motherfuckers try to play with me. So what I'm saying?
Get your
You know what I'm
life.
saying? Even like
Please.
that.
Take that off your face. What are you going
Nah,
through?
but nah, for real though, like yeah, if you can't be vulnerable, with your partner, that is, I don't think it's good. I don't think
I I feel like it's not necessary that you love the person less or you care less, but that's how distance gets created. Cause then you start to move in a way for you to spare your own feelings. Like if I don't feel this way, then I won't get mad about this or I won't get mad about that. So then you start to what's the word? You detach. You slowly detach yourself from that person.
Right.
because then it's easier. It becomes easier. Like, okay, well, you said you was gonna do this or be home at this time, and you weren't here, and this you always do this to me. So therefore, I'm just gonna make it so that when you don't, you put it in your head, like, okay, this is what you're gonna keep doing. So instead of me getting hurt about it, I'm gonna just, and that's taken away from your relationship because you want your partner to care when you fuck up. You want them to feel some type of way about it because they love you. So I guess yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I've been in a position where it's like, hey, I'm providing, I'm doing the best thing I can. I've eliminated all the distractions. I'm being present, I'm being consistent, I am giving it my all. And you do reach a breaking point when that's not being reciprocated, right? When you're not getting that back, you're like, you know, I'm not gonna love as hard anymore. And I guess over time, you're gonna get one or two things. You're gonna get a person that misses that love and is gonna self-correct, or you're gonna get someone who's just so
This shit hurt.
lost in the sauce that they're not catching on to context clues, right? So then
Mm-hmm.
you start to not
You
care so much,
disconnect.
right? You disconnect, right?
You disconnect.
And you just you want to be loving, I want to be vulnerable with you, I should be able to be vulnerable with you. Out of all the people that I know, out of all the things that I could come across in life, this is where I should be able to be the most loving and the most vulnerable. We share a space, and that space is our relationship, no matter if we are apart or not apart. Are we okay?
It's not, it's not
Hmm?
Are we okay?
when you speak.
All right, we had a little technical difficulty right there. We're gonna get back into it. All right, so basically, we had this prompt. I really hate thinking, okay, let me show less love. Let me not care so much in situations where I just want to be loving and vulnerable, right? And did anyone else anything else they wanted to add to that? Because remember, I was covering how, basically this is the moment where you may have said the relationship is getting hard, you're not reciprocating. Maybe I need to love you less. Maybe you'll have a day of reckoning. Hopefully, it's before the relationship reaches a point where it has to be over, right? I want to be loving. I want to be vulnerable. You should be able, and you should want to do those things too, right? Does anyone have anything they want to add to that before we move on?
Nah, I think that's it.
You covered
Okay,
it well. Because you even said how you disconnect and like how the disconnect ends up happening. So if you don't
awesome,
fix it, then that's what you get. You get it's a disconnect.
awesome. Next thing,
So you
some
have
things,
to fix it. You have to fix your mistakes if you
some
want your
things, some things break your
something.
heart, but fixes. Dave, shut up.
What
Some
fixes
things,
your vision?
motherfucker.
What
Some
fixes your vision?
Lord have
Oh,
mercy.
trust me, it does. Let me tell you, it
When did
does.
you put that on your head?
He going through it.
I'm going through it right now, man. I really am. I'm
Get
trying to
that shit
find,
off your head.
trying to find myself.
Some things break your heart, but fixes your
Your
vision.
vision. That's a
So
fact. My last. I hate to keep bringing it up, but it is. My heart was broken, but my vision was fixed.
it's like in class. I've had students where we ask them stuff like, okay, so the radiation from the sun is absorbed from the earth.
And they dumb as shit.
Explain that. And they'll say stuff like, well, you have the sun and the earth takes in the radiation. But explain further, right? Why is that? How is it, right? The earth absorbs the sun's radiation because of the materials on the earth's surface, right? The rocks, the soil, water, right? These things are things that inherit the radiation. Okay. So some things break your heart but fixes your vision. So now remember, we've identified communication as a thing that we agree on is something that can make if you have a breakdown in communication, it can make a relationship harder. right? So as a result of that, you may decide I'm gonna love less because I'm not getting back the communication I dropped, right? I'm putting communication out there, I'm not getting that back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me being communicative with you is part of my love and part of my vulnerability. I'm being transparent with you. Um, Now I've learned my lesson. Like my heart is broken because you keep not calling me back after saying you're going to call me back. You keep not showing up to work, to do your part on the panel. You are not being key as you say you would be. So now that I'm heartbroken, now I see better. Now, what now that my vision is fixed, am I just not telling you stuff no more? Am I doing
That
back to you to me?
sometimes some people do that, like tit for tat stuff, which is not necessarily tit for tat. It's a reaction to it's a
I can show you better
reaction
than
to
I can
your
tell you.
react like I could, since this is what you want to do and I've given you time to fix it and I've been patient with you, this is what we're gonna do, so that you
Mhm.
start to form your own way, because I feel like when your heart gets broken, you have to find a way to cope. You have to find a way to cope for yourself. It's not for the other person, it's for you. It's how am I gonna make me feel good? Because clearly I'm telling you this doesn't make me feel good and you keep doing it. So clearly you don't care if I feel good or not.
Every
So
every every reaction, right, has an equal, I guess you could say, opposite reaction, right?
right.
Every a cause and effect. That's Newton's third law. Okay, so think about that. I can now do to you what you're doing to me, or this time around, you won't even know.
You can't do that
Why can't you do that? And I think that's a valid point. So why can't you do that? Tell us.
because tick for tack only makes it worse. If you do some do the do the same thing that the person did to you, it just makes it worse.
So you're saying that
Right?
now that creates new issues. Now the relationship gets even harder, and now there's a breakdown. There's more of a breakdown where there's less love. There's even more less vulnerability, right? There's more heartbreak, right? And now there's these more. This your vision now is more affixed on the breakdown. So now I'm seeing things from a point of view where I'm only seeing the breakdown. So I'm learning from the heartbreak, but becoming not better. Things don't get better.
No,
Right? So
because you're
your vision can heal or your vision can continue to break
or
down.
or
Uh-huh.
or you okay, so sometimes even though there's a problem, like some people are, how do you put it? Yes, your heart is broken, but they can find a way to what am I trying to say? Okay, you broke my heart. You did this. I don't like it. You keep doing it, but instead of going for tit for tat, sometimes you can just walk the person through. Because some people dumb and they need their hands held. So if you have the patience to hold that person's hand, then instead of the relationship getting worse, you just tend to be more patient. You try to have more understanding and try to get like, and that's if you really want the relationship to work. You're gonna have more patience. You're gonna have a little bit more understanding. You're gonna guide them in the right direction, and that might be your last resort. Like at this point, since you can't get it right, I'm gonna help you get it right.
Okay. All right. Um, okay. I see what we got going on there. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We are going to end it here because I think that we can actually transition into a whole different discussion just based off of this, right? We can have
Right,
another set of prompts that can help us continue this conversation, right?
right.
And we'll wrap it up here. This is Love Hurts But Teaches. This is essentially part one to what's going to be an ongoing conversation. All right. So just we had these three prompts. In your opinion, what's the biggest thing making relationships harder today? Then we went into
Communication.
I really hate thinking, okay, let me show less love. Let me not care so much in situations where I just want to be loving and vulnerable, right? Then we arrived at some things break your heart, but fixes your vision. right? For better or worse. All right.
For better or for
So
worse?
that's right, for better or for worse. All right, we're gonna wrap it up there, and we'll see you next time on Life as Larry Stop This Car, the panel edition.
Bye, peace, love, and hair grease.
He can't help himself. He said, and hair grease.